scratch on the walls, but also on the buttons, that you can reach every kind of unmixed material. It's very important to use gloves like that. You know what it's made from? No. Latex and epoxy doesn't fit together. It has to be nitrate, because other clothes have no resistance to epoxy. You're working?
Saying always.
Não pode ser látex.
Pronto, não são normalmente não são duas látex, mas as látex hoje em dia epoxas acabam por ser permeáveis e ele utiliza luvas nitril.
And I know some companies which are using 3 or 4 times latex, but I don't know if it's workable to do that. The protection is even as strong as if you're using nitrate, because the epoxy will go through the latex. This is known for several years from construction, because in construction for flooring and there are a lot of systems available for many years. So
as vacinas epoxas, apesar de não serem muito alérgicas, criam a longo prazo alergias, especialmente quando as pessoas necessitam, que é o lavar as mãos com diluentes, que às vezes as pessoas chegaram com acetona, que é para ser muito mais rápido, desaparece logo na tajada. Como fazer é com diluir e com fazer com papel. Todos esses produtos químicos acumulam-se no organismo e, passado alguns tempos, as pessoas começam a ter alergias, podem ser desde a pele vermelha, a pele a cair, comichão, ardor, e por isso a proteção é uma coisa importante, mesmo que inicialmente não tenha qualquer queixa. Isso é um processo acumulativo que se acumula ao longo dos anos, seja com vitaminas líquidas, seja com pré-impregnados, ou seja o que for. Todos os produtos químicos devem ter os seus cuidados nesse procedimento.
I'm always saying you don't work with water. It's a chemical component. It's not.
Já temos uma caixinha para aqueles do celular, que é para deixar a posição.
No. Seems to be okay.
Pronto, os laminados foi posto a vácuo logo de manhã, nós tínhamos preparado isto ontem. Hoje pusemos tudo a vácuo durante várias horas para garantir que os sacos estavam perfeitamente distantes e que não havia fugas. Neste momento, enquanto tiveram essas horas todas, o ar já saiu todo, nós temos certeza que o laminado, o empilhamento está perfeitamente a vácuo, não há nenhum problema. Neste momento ele está a iniciar a alimentação da resina para fazer o enchimento. A primeira fase da alimentação é feita através da rede para levar a resina mais rapidamente ao núcleo. A partir do momento em que a resina chega ao núcleo, será o próprio núcleo a transportar a resina.
It's very important to pay attention to that area here. I had a lot of bullshit during my last presentations. We made a vertical infusion, and I infused it here, and I was talking to clients, they had questions, and I didn't pay attention to that area and forgot to close the inlet. And then here that area was blowing up, and fortunately, let's say 5 minutes after they had left the room, I had leakage here and all the resin was coming out. So you always have to be next to your infusion and control that everything is tight and everything is fitting very well.
Não sei se todos perceberam. Um dos problemas que mais, ou uma das áreas mais sensíveis, é exatamente o tubo de alimentação. O saco de vácuo tem potencial de ter-se para dentro do tubo e a romper, e por isso é muito importante proteger muito bem esta área, de maneira que não seja o próprio tubo a romper o saco e criar um problema durante a infusão. Aliás, como podem ver agora, veem que a resina está a avançar pelos canais, é visível os próprios traços, a própria resina a andar pelos canais mais rapidamente do que anda nas outras zonas.
You can see the resin is running very fast in the slices, and yesterday we made some holes to get down to the bottom. Here you don't have it's not a problem, but on a standard infusion the flowing front is like that. because you have your fabric, and on top you have the flow medium like that. So flow medium, the resin is running faster, so the angle is very flat depending on the viscosity of the resin. So you need to make sure that your flow medium is always smaller than your fabric. If it has the same size, it will cover very fast the flow medium, and underneath it will entrap some air. So you have to be always smaller, that the resin can break, and flowing front is moving up.
What kind of reason you utilize this solution in the data?
That one is butyric.
Yes.
It's butyric data.
No. I ask you what kind of reason you would hear this.
That one, it's just related to the application. To be honest, I'm not used to. This is a very flexible one, fortunately. Normally, I'm using a harder, rigid one. So therefore, you need to make folds over here and over there, that you have any space that the foil can really connect to the shape. So if you don't have a vacuum bag which has such a high tension, if you have it's like on the glass fibers. If you have a strong one, you can't drape them very well. If you have a weak one like the twill, you can drape them very well, but the strength is not as high compared to the other one. So this is due to removing the paper and pushing the foil on that.
Aliás, se forem peças com geometrias completas, vão ter que fazer muitas pregas diretas exatamente para terem impacto suficiente para eles conformarem. Depois fazem a montação ao vácuo, tem que fazer muitas vezes o que nós chamamos das orelhas, muitas vezes, muitas orelhas exatamente para o saco depois poder ajeitar. Exatamente, adaptar à peça.
It's just a question of practice, because I know from my colleagues, I haven't seen the Eric's demonstration yet, so that they just stick it on 4 or 5 edges and then they seal it and making folds. I'm just making folds if it's necessary. Or let's say, if it's coming not straight away, then I'm going to make a fold. Otherwise, I skip them. Or if you have a convex or concave shape, then it's really necessary to have folds. What does it mean here? In this case, the width of the drilled holes should be smaller. This is what we are having here. And what I also want to say is, not always low viscous resin is a good solution. Depending on the quality you want to achieve, or let's say if you want to fill a part very fast, if it's very thick, if you don't take care about porosity, let's say porosity 5% or things like that, you can use a resin like this. But if the porosity should be lower, we should go for slower flow medium, a little bit higher viscosity, that the resin is, let's say, impregnating the material slower than like such low viscous resin does. That it doesn't overrun any air bubbles and that the air is coming out, how can I say, correctly. Now we have already finished, so I will close the line, and then the excess resin will be sucked through the peel applied and will coming to stop on the breather. Also the breather can take a little bit of excess resin. Okay, that was a resin with a very low viscosity. Now we are coming to the resin which is normally created for hand laminating process. Let's say it's a viscosity which is on the border between hand laminating and infusion process. So on temperatures like we are having here, it's pretty good. But if we are